and welcome to this edition of the Power Circuit program, brought to you by the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN. This utility company will continue to keep you informed about its mandate of managing the national electricity grid and wheeling bulk power nationwide. Here are the top stories. Federal Executive Council approves power transmission projects. Acting MD of TCN, Engineer Abdulaziz, charges regional transmission managers, others on bulk power capacity improvement efforts. TCN accelerates upgrade of Sokoto-Birnin KB power transmission line. I am Amara Agugoisi, and this is the Power Circuit. The Federal Executive Council has approved contracts for the construction of 3 substations in Kano and Benue states, as well as the extension of transmission lines in Umuahia, Abia State, and Mbano in Imo State. The Minister of Power, Engineer Saleh Maman, announced this recently after he attended the fiscal session of the 37th Virtual Federal Cabinet meeting presided over by President Muhammadu Buhari. The minister has also said the 10 megawatts Katsina wind farm is set for commissioning later this month. Here is more on this.
On the transmission projects, Saleh said the council approved the construction of 3 substations, 2 in Kano State and 1 in Benue State. He said the 3 substations are in Zakibian, Benue State, Bichi, and Kayi in Kano State.
The Samovo station in Abia, Imo State, is 506,324,000 United States dollars 40 cents plus 34,034,000 local contents, Nigerian money, naira. And also the amount for the construction of substation in the 3 states or 2 states, I can say that Benue State and Zakibian, and also Kano State, Bichi. 1 in Zakibian is $8.6 million offshore, 2.08 million naira, 2.08 billion naira, the offshore, and the onshore. So, and the second one in Bichi is $9.6 million plus 1.7 billion naira local contents. The one also in Kano State is $9.5 million plus 1.7 billion naira, respectively.
Maman said the projects were conceived to expand the national grid for development purposes to improve the bulk electricity supply capacity at the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN. Meanwhile, in a statement, Engineer Maman also said the 10 megawatt Katsina wind farm projects sited at Lambarimi area of Katsina State is one of the many projects being completed by the present administration. He noted that the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari is committed to the completion of abandoned infrastructure projects. The minister said the 10 megawatt Katsina wind farm project set for commissioning later this month has 37 up and functioning turbines, which is part of the government's effort towards investing in renewable energy. According to further descriptions of the first wind farm ever in Nigeria, the statement said the project consists of the engineering, procurement, construction, EPC, and installation contract of 37 units of GEVMP with 275 kilowatts power capacity of wind turbines generators. The project involves the installation of 2 units of 7.5 megavolts ampere MVA transformers and its accessories. The contract for the Katsina wind farm further comes with 2 years operation and maintenance O&M spare parts, the minister revealed. The project also comes with the construction of 23 kilometers of 33 kilovolt power transmission line from the 10 megawatts wind farm. The line evacuates the generated power to the 132-33 kV substation belonging to the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, which has already been commissioned and put to use.
In line with the implementation of the service level agreement, the acting managing director and chief executive officer of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, Engineer Sule Ahmed Abdulaziz, and other management officials have met with the regional transmission managers and all general managers in the transmission service provider units of TCN. Engineer Abdulaziz at the meeting charged the officials to strategize on how to further increase the transmission wheeling capacity while enhancing the role of the TSP in the implementation of the SLA. Here is more on this.
Addressing the members of staff during the meeting, the TCN head commended them for being steadfast and dedicated to their work.
I would like to take this opportunity to commend and thank all of you for your support and dedication to duty in the last 10 months since the inception of this new management. You have been working very well and we are making a lot of progress. They say the road of good work is more work. So I urge you to keep up the good work and continue doing what you are doing up to now, since we're having success.
He also spoke of the various milestones TCN has attained in recent time due to concerted efforts by TCN staff.
Since our last meeting, we have made significant progress in various areas of TCN operation with the completion and commissioning of new transmission line and substation project and other rehabilitation projects across the grid to enhance our wheeling capacity. We have also improved, and efficient maintenance has also helped in stabilizing the system, reducing equipment downtime, and ultimately improving overall system performance, which is the main reason for the constant increase in our peak and energy generation and transmission records. The latest one was 5,801 megawatts, which we got on 1st of March 2021, and 471.15 megawatts hour on the 5th of March, respectively. It can only get better with your support as we hope to improve in this achievement on a daily basis.
Abdulaziz then charged the staff on proactive means of managing interface issues towards enhancing bulk power delivery in line with the service level agreements, noting that the management will provide all the support for that.
We need to ensure that we are on top of the game in terms of general maintenance of all stations, equipment and personnel under our region. We have to find a quick solution of challenges on interface issues in view of the recently signed service level agreement with the DSTV. Then on our own side, the management is making sure that you are provided with the necessary tools, equipment, space and support to ensure you succeed.
The Executive Director, Transmission Service Provider TSP at TCN, Engineer Victor Adewumi, lauded the staff under the TSP for their prompt lines and substations maintenance, and especially for the continuous rise in the national grid all-time peak power records.
You guys are the one that made it happen. You are the one that is keeping the line running. You are the one that is maintaining the transformer. So let's continue to appreciate ourselves. But then, like them said, we still have a lot we need to do. For me, I always say it everywhere that this sector, it is in TCN to have the best of the best engineer.
The Regional Transmission Managers, RTM, heading the 9 regions of TCN, made presentations on issues affecting the regions and discussed areas of intervention by the TCN management at the headquarters. Also, there were other presentations during the meeting on the various sections of TCN. The Assistant General Manager, System Planning, Engineer Adamu Kabiru's presentation was on grid capacity development. The General Manager, Program Coordination of the Project Implementation Units at TCN, Engineer Joseph Shiroma, had a presentation on the delivery of 107 transmission projects and the service level agreement. The General Manager, Research and Development at TCN, Engineer Tom Inugonum, also made a presentation on ways to increase operational efficiency by the regional transmission managers. In his remarks, the General Manager, Engineering, Engineer Geoffrey Nwokoye, said there was a need for more synergy among the TCN staff to implement planned projects highlighted in the presentation.
There will be need for us to analyze this study, that there should be a lot of collaboration with the field.
Let's take a break. The power circuits will be back.
In the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, we transmit bulk electricity from power generating companies, GenCos, to distribution load centers of various distribution companies, DISCOs. Nationwide, we do not generate electricity, neither do we distribute same directly to electricity consumers. TCN has two business units: the Transmission Service Provider, TSP, and Independent System Operations, ISO. The ISO comprised of System Operation, SO, and Market Operation, MO. The business units all perform specialized functions under the TCN umbrella. Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, wielding power for national economic growth. This message is brought to you by the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN.
The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, says it is accelerating the upgrading of the 132 kV Sokoto to Birnin Kebbi power transmission line route to boost bulk power supply.
The Assistant General Manager, Transmission, Shiroro Region of TCN, Engineer Abubakar Abdulaziz, during a site inspection of the line reconductory project, said shortly the work will be completed and the line will be energized.
We'll come for the final inspection and then taking over of the line from the contractor. So I think it's a very good one and it's a great achievement for TCN. It's a great achievement for Sokoto State, even Nigeria in general. So these are part of the project that the TCN is engaged in trying to expand the network everywhere where we have an existing structure, facility. We need to upgrade it. This one is now upgraded because it is going to carry double of its capacity.
Giving more insight into the projects, Engineer Abdulaziz said progress has been made beyond Tower 68 in the transmission line route after the reconductoring and line upgrade work started from Sokoto at Tower 415 and is moving towards Tower 1 in Birnin Kebbi. The TCN officials said the single-cycle transmission line route has been existing, but that the TCN management in its contemporary transmission expansion plan decided to upgrade it for improved power delivery.
Years back. So due to the growth of load at the receiving end, that is Sokoto and it is imbalance, we now look at we access the line and then we carried out simulation. We now discover that the load is growing. So since the load is growing, what can we do to mitigate that? We decided to reconductor it. So it's an existing line, we are only replacing the conductor. The conductor has an advantage, as I told you earlier. It has an advantage of current carrying capacity. It can carry double than what the ordinary ACSR of the same size can carry. It has a lighter weight. Due to the different climatic conditions of the northern part of Nigeria, like here around Sokoto, the heat used to be very high during hot season. This conductor has a greater advantage. It has an advantage of temperature regulation more than that of the steel aluminum reinforced. These are all the characteristics we check on this innovative conductor. We just decided to purchase it and then use it for all our network. Anywhere we have a transmission line constraint, we try to reconductor that line, remove the old one and then replace it with the new one. That will significantly improve our capacity at different substations.
While this is ongoing, Engineer Abdulaziz said TCN is also upgrading and replacing the power transformers across its substations, with the recent being in Kubwa in the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, and Konboso as well as Bichi in Kano State to improve their energy load carrying capacity.
So that is what we have been doing all over the country. In fact, is reflecting virtually everywhere, and the supply is improving everywhere. Everybody can tell you. What we only want is our sister organization, that is the distribution company, to do much that is expected from them to be evacuating the supply. Because no matter what effort we put to revamp our system, to take the energy to the destination that it is required, distribution has to come in to evacuate it.
Martins Mezom, the project manager from Chris Ejik International Limited, which has been engaged by TCN to execute the transmission line reconductoring project, explained more about the process.
This conductor, this material you are seeing here, this wire that is holding, is known as pilot wire. It's a steel material that is used right from the puller machine to pilot the stringing activity of the job we are doing. So the main job of this pilot wire is to enable the machine to take the wire from the tower down to the machine for reconductoring. So it is different from the conductor you are seeing on the tower.
The line reconductoring project involves officials stringing the high-capacity conductors on the power transmission line across a span of over 100 kilometers distance with 415 transmission towers on the route.
Before you run the street, I beg. Let me come the cover line before you run the street, please. Hold on. I'm flying. Oblige your boy, come. Oblige your boy, come.
Incessant flooding and excavation activities are threatening a power transmission line and its towers in the Enugu axis, says the principal manager lines at the Enugu transmission region of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, Engineer Kolawole Orilmoloye.
He spoke during an inspection tour at the 132 kilovolts New Haven to Otukpo transmission line route, along with the head System Lines Department at TCN of the Enugu sub-region in New Haven, Enugu State. Engineer Chris Nwokedi. Engineer Orumoloye said, beside the encroachment of the right-of-way of power transmission lines that are threatening the power lines, flooding and excavation was another threat that TCN was dealing with.
This is another erosion threat on our transmission line. This is a New Haven Otukpo 132 kV transmission line, tower number 127. At our back here, you can see a natural gully that is coming, moving rapidly.
He also said the other towers of the 330 kilovolt Ikotekwene to Ugwaji double cycle transmission line also face similar threats of gully erosion under the Enugu transmission region.
In fact, we have a similar threat at Ubakala, Umahia, on this Ugwaji, Ikotekwene Ugwaji 330 kV line. To be precise, at tower 123. If this erosion is not controlled, now that is still within the limit of encroachment, in no distant future, is going to collapse this tower. So necessary and urgent action has to be taken on this line. I am here with my manager system lines, Enugu sub-region, under Enugu region where I am the principal manager system lines.
The gully, which was already widening further and getting closer to the base of a transmission tower at OP area near Nsuka, was said to have been caused by erosion in the area and would need to be arrested immediately.
Look at how it's encroaching, it's coming. Yes. You can see the former embankment that was made there.
It's eating it away. It's eating the embankment away. It's stretching this tower base. It's not the only one on this line.
No, it's not the only one.
At Oji River, you have a similar thing.
Even at tower 134 here, there's a similar one. This one is the worst.
This one is the worst.
Yes.
Okay. We can go. This is OP in Usuka local government of Enugu State. This is tower number 127 on the New Haven or Tupo 122 kV transmission line. This tower is under erosion threat. You can see this natural gully at my left here, because I am standing here with the manager system lines Enugu sub-region, while I represent the lines at the transmission regional office Enugu. This natural gully is moving with the falling of rains year in year out. It's eating deep, it's moving. The erosion needs to be controlled now before it goes out of hand.
Engineer Rumoloye, however, noted that the essence of the inspection tour was to observe the challenges and document the report for immediate action to remediate it in line with TCN proactive maintenance and risk prevention culture.
Did you know that our high-tension transmission cables were built to withstand high temperatures except artificially induced ones such as fire? Did you know that burning bush or refuse dumps by TCN transmission tower base or along the transmission line's right-of-way is an offense? Did you know that the fire can cause high-tension transmission lines to snap and fall to the ground, electrocuting living things within the line radius? Did you know that extreme fire can cause the legs of transmission towers to buckle, and that buckling of the main frame of a tower would lead to its collapse and may even pull down other towers along that transmission line's route, causing untold damage to the line? Now that you know, yes, now that you know, TCN is calling on all citizens of Nigeria to please desist from destroying our collective national investments. Be careful, do not set fire on trash or burn bush beside transmission towers or under electricity lines nationwide. Help us preserve the transmission grid and save the nation from blackout. TCN, transmitting electricity in the most efficient and effective manner.
Thank you for staying with us on this edition. You have heard that the Federal Executive Council approves power transmission projects. Acting MD of TCN, Engineer Abdulaziz, charges regional transmission managers, others on bulk power capacity improvement efforts. TCN accelerates Sokoto-Birnin KB power transmission line upgrade. Thank you for staying with us always on the Power Circuit program of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN. This episode and all others are available on the TCN YouTube channel. You can keep your views and comments coming on our platforms to support TCN in continually realizing its mandate. TCN wishes you the best always, and remember to adhere to the coronavirus prevention protocol. I am Amara Agugoesi. Bye then.